So we are back at the RPGMMO. We are going to add targeting. So previously what we added, the damage indicator. So you can see it shows 25 damage. And today we are basically gonna add so we can lock on to the target. First things first, what we are going to do is find inputs, go to action, and right here we have all the inputs. Go to inputs and input action and create target. Input action target. Go to the MEC default, the default stuff. There should be add action mapping and search for the target. No. Target. Okay. Yeah. So now what we are going to do right here in the AC combat system, the component where all the combat is, right under attack, we are going to add enchanted input. So input, or there should be AI target, I think. Yeah. So this one, the first one. So open it up and it should look like this. So how targeting really works, it just basically does the sphere tracing. So we are gonna do a sphere trace by object. Object type, make that in the array and make it as a pawn, because our AI is a pawn. So now make it as a pawn. Ignore actors, make an array. You don't have, no, we do have it. Just add the player, so it just ignores it. So now we need the camera, so get camera manager, get world location, like that. It should automatically give you a transform component. That is what you want. And we need a get world rotation. Now, we'll just make some room. From the world from the world location, we are going to split that. That means we just get all the axis in floats. Now, first one, the xy, the x value, make a vector. The y go into the y, but the z value, we're going to add. So we're gonna add like 20, plug that into the z value. Now the return value, we can actually add, and we are going to add this rotation. So first we need get forward vector. Then let's multiply that by some sort of float. For example, let's make it 900. That's going to be the distance basically, if that makes sense. Now this plus will go into right here. The start, we don't really need that for now. Now let's branch that up because we have to know if we hit something. Let's break the hit result. Now promote the hit actor, just like that. That's gonna be the target, so you could actually name it target actor, just like that. Now, what you can do, and we'll just do it really simply. You can set a timer. What is odd? What is alright, probably. But what we are going to do, we're just gonna do event tick. It's not that bad, really, if you just do event tick. But probably you can do timer as well. Quite up to you. So get the target actor, right click, and convert that into validated get. So that means basically it's gonna check if it's valid or not. Now let's get the player. That should be our player BP. Get controller. Set controller rotation. And plug that into the valid. Now let's once again get the player BP. Get actor location. And now we need the target location as well. So get actor location for the target. By the way, if you highlight them and press Q, it's gonna basically line everything up. Now we just need find lock, find look rotation, and plug that in. So it's gonna start from the player and it's gonna end to the target, if that makes sense. So it's not gonna do this if this isn't valid, basically. So we can try. I didn't really set the key, I just realized it. So let's go back to the input and set like tab maybe. So doesn't really, oh, okay, it works. So if you aim it, it works. Kinda janky. We cannot really undo it. It's just there. But it does target the actor. The camera is kinda weird and in an awkward place, so that is one of the fixes that we have to make. So what we are going to do in the rotation, we are going to split that. And we're gonna add to the Y like -20. Let's make a rotator and let's make so the X go into the X, the Y go into this return, and the Z go into the Z. Now let's just basically plug this into here. So now the camera should technically go a little bit up. Yeah, you can see now we can actually see it. Now we can actually like bam bam. And don't forget to put the radius as like 150 at least. So now if we press tab, for example, right there, it makes like a big blob. So if we target that, you can see now we are targeting. And we can basically fight. One last thing, we have to untarget it probably. So get the target actor, right click, convert that into a validator. And if it's not valid, so if it's not valid, it's actually going to work. It doesn't make sense if it, So now let's get this. And if it is valid, make it invalid. So now, if we target it, and if you press once again, it's gonna untarget it basically. So right now, we are locked on, press again, and we are not locked on. So it's really simple. It works like a charm, I think. One last thing, what we are going to add is gonna look a little bit awkward, but later on we are going to fix it. So we are going to get the player BP, set orient or no, get character movement. There should be a movement component right here. And set orient, I think it was like that. Orient rotation to move, this one. Just like that, plug that in. And another one, set use controller desired, just like that. This one will be checked. And now let's just basically copy all of this. And we have to somehow fit this in here. So we are going to basically move it like that. And now plug that in and switch them around. So now orient rotation will be on and controller desired off. So now if we play and tab, you can see now my character moves weird. So next up we are going to add directional movement so it doesn't look this weird and we can literally attack him anywhere. You can see. And gonna fix up the combat system as well.